do you say
Well,
about
he
that?
was unbelievable, right? And he really didn't have a good game going at that until that point too. And he started, firing and making and driving and one-ing, and he was doing it all. I'm not sure I've seen anything like it.
When you decided at the start of the fourth quarter to play that kind of swarming, trapping, pressing defense, how long are you generally going to last with it? Because you stayed with it a lot longer than normal.
Yeah, we stayed with it a long time. We probably called it off a little bit early, to be honest with you. There wasn't really any reason. I think they had one quick dunk out of it early on in it, right when we got in it. But we were getting them they were pulling back, so we really were at no risk to try to steal it in the backcourt, and because when they crossed, they were waiting for us to kind of get rematched up anyway. But yeah, it's usually a little short-lived than that, though, normally.
Not that you're ever comfortable using something as aggressive as that, but does having guys with the length of Chris and Rondé make that easier to run the press?
Yeah, and they played with tremendous energy, I think, more than anything, right? And when you're when you're doing that, I mean, we just said anything but the rim, right? We were just, if his ball started heading to the rim, it was just like we wanted to swarm it and make them kick out and then try to do our best to get back out there. And other than, I think it was a second possession where they came down and dunked it, I think we did a good job. And all the other ones were fouls that were all, man, they were almost good defensive plays at the rim anyway. So, yeah, they're Rondé and Chris. Rondé at the front, Chris at the back was a good combination there.
I think Kyle was arguing against the timeout being called before the shot clock. Well, have you ever seen that before? Player arguing against his own timeout?
I didn't know what happened there because I knew he blew his whistle before the shot clock went off, and I thought he blew it to call a shot clock violation, and I was about ready to send me into orbit for the 5th time tonight. But yeah, it's too bad the play didn't work on the inbound, but that would have been cool.
Do you have any theories why Kyle and the bench work so well? Kyle with any sort of bench configuration works?
Well, I think in that scenario, I'm always talking about like going through your primary guys first, right? And then those guys got to be opportunity scorers, and I think that's really what it turned into. It was just like Kyle make the play, take the shot, or find the cutter, or find the kick out, or whatever. And I think that just organizes you. They were all like, do your thing, and we'll chip in where we can, and we just had just enough cuts and. Terrence makes a 3, and just in a Rondé here, Chris on a tip in, just enough, plays off of Kyle's initial actions. I think would be my answer to that.
Kyle giving up the pass to Boucher for the dunk that was a winning basket. That shows the confidence in young guys from a veteran that a lot of veterans don't have this early in the year.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play because we hadn't gone that fast for about 10 minutes. We came off the free throw, raced it right down, quick, hard, boom, and it was through. It was like we went behind and got ahead within about 7 seconds there. So, no, it was good. I'm just glad Chris rolled hard with some force and went up there with some force and put it in because, like you said, that was the winner. That was the winner.
What was the mood like kind of in the huddle with the guys kind of from the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then as you guys kept chipping away, and then you eventually come back and you come and win this game and complete the comeback?
Well, the mood was really bad to start the fourth quarter, right? I mean, we were getting our butts kicked, and but as we got and we just had a little recent success with the Preston and Philly down late, so I said, we're gonna make one charge here at this thing, and let's air it out here for a few minutes and see if we can. And it just, immediately worked and chipped into it. And heck, it was at 15 with 10 to go or something, 9 to go maybe not, but 18 maybe, I don't know. But anyway, we got a big surge of momentum, and then then the timeouts were pretty fun from there on out because we thought we had the momentum.
You mentioned that surge of momentum. I think it was like when you guys cut it down to 18. Right there, and like the crowd really swelled. They got right into it. Was that like kind of almost an indication to you guys, like, all right, we can definitely do this?
Yeah, I think more than anything, what changed for me is that even their baskets started becoming hard ones. The ones they were scoring were tough, and they were rushing a little bit more. And even some of they made a couple and one, those were tough shots. And like I said, I thought about their last 5 times they scored. I'm not so sure we didn't stop them. They hit or block, and it was Kyle thought he stripped that one clean, and Chris had the block, and there was all kinds of stuff going on. So it was just, we were challenged, and everything they were doing was really hard. And I think, again, that's from the energy, that's from the crowd, it's from just playing as hard as you can.
Most teams and most coaches down 30, facing a tough road game tomorrow night with nobody on the roster, would mail it in, would shut it down. Why do you and these guys not?
Well, I think, Doug, I would say historically we've always been a team that fights, right? I mean, I just, in my time here, we hardly ever mail it in, and it's a good characteristic to have. And it's you know, I was barely, that thought barely came into my head there, but I said we're gonna give it a go here to start the fourth. You know, it's just the game's too long, and the game's leads. There've been a lot of leads this year that have disappeared on people. You know, we do it sometimes ourselves. You know, it happens. So you might as well take a shot at it sometimes.
You said nothing at the rim. A lot of those times when they kicked out for shots, it was Chris who was chasing them down. He got one huge block and seemed to scare a bunch of other shots too. Is his ability to just close out like a lunatic, is that unique?
Yeah, it is, and I think they were such good plays because he was protecting the rim first. He was in there waiting, looking, and then he saw nobody, and then he's having to make a long run, and he jumps early on those, which was why he got a piece of him. He's long. He had a hell of a game.